So earlier today, I had said that I had some things I wanted to talk about. And I'm still going to talk about them, but it's going to be so brief because at this point, I'm like over it, you know? Like, I don't want to talk about this shit no more. And I think I mentioned that before. And, I've taken little breaks here and there. But I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure now. Okay, so here's what I was going to talk about today. I said that I had made a list. I was actually even going to read it, but it's not even a point. But I had wrote out the names of demons that are involved in the things that my sister, my parents, and blah, 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 whatever they condone, whatever they do, whatever, right? And for whatever reason, I was like, I forgot one of the names. What I was telling y'all about the other day. Excuse me, when I was telling you about it the other day, I forgot the names. I apologize. I'm actually very tired and I should do this another time, but not really because this is how over I am, right? A couple times today, I actually considered putting all my videos on private, and I might still do it. But here's what happened. Randomly, I had the thought of urbane grandeur, which I brought up in I brought them up a couple times. The first time was in Poetry, Fairies, and Mary. And when I thought of him, I went and I looked, and it was the same fucking demons. I did that today. I did my own research to determine which demons, when I was telling her about this shit. And from my own personal knowledge, because, I've been studying this now for some time. But the name came to mind, and I go look, and that's what it is. I was going to give a deep, in-depth talk about spiritual abuse. Because at some point I've touched base on it a couple times. For instance, in emotional BPD and emotional rape, part one. Excuse me. I had mentioned how my son's dad, for quite some time, my oldest son, had tried to get me to denounce God. Um, that is a form of spiritual abuse. What we just witnessed with my mother and things, it's spiritual abuse as well. But, I don't have any more to give you. You know, at this point, there are millions of people whose content is about abuse of all kinds. Very simply put, if you were to look up the effects of abuse, you will find that they are pretty much the same for any kind of abuse that you experience. So, I don't really have a need to do this, and I don't know how many more times. I looked at a few. I've learned some things too recently. Um, I'm gaining more understanding and getting even deeper into my birth chart. And how many times revenge is literally a part of my chart, and destruction. Like, that's literally what's going down in this lifetime. Okay? And it has nothing to do with me. Like, I'm not going to be bringing revenge, but just me walking on this earth, being here this time. You know, y'all just did too much, and you did it so many times. So many times. But Uranus in the 6th house is a new beginning. So, I don't have anything else to say about anything. I do not care. I mean, I care, but there's no more talking about this shit. It's too much. It's not even too much. I've said enough. It's not too much. I said enough. Okay? Good.